Okay, so so this is what you're actually trying to design. I actually decided to just upload this video on YouTube to just show you how to do it, because I was trying to use Loom, but I don't know what's wrong when I was trying to upload it on Loom, but it's not working. So I decided to make use of the of YouTube instead. So just close this. Okay, so in order for you to go ahead and design something like this on Figma, it's very easy. Okay, so for example, let me say this is your Figma. This is what your Figma dashboard should look like. And let me say you designed the file already. Like you said, you designed the file and you want to go ahead and create a or present your design, your Figma design on Behance to look something like this. Okay, let me say, for example, this is mine already, so you can see it. This is what it looks like. So we can see there are different sections. This is a section, this is a section, this is a section, this is a section. You can see different sections. Okay, so this is also a section. And if you check other designs right here on my Behance, you see that all of them are actually designed, and you can see different sections. So yeah, I'll just show you how to do it. So in order for you to do it, you have to open your file. Let me say, for example, I've designed it already, but I'll just try and show you how to do it. Okay, so I'll leave the link to this Behance in my description in case you haven't gotten the link, so you can get access to this. So with this this is more like a Behance guide for you to go ahead and present your design on Figma. Sorry, you present your Figma design or whatever design you're trying to present on Behance. Okay, like your portfolio. This is your portfolio. This is the size. Like this is the height. Then this is the width. Okay, this is the width. The width is about 1,400 and something pixel. Okay, and the thumbnail. This is what as you can see, this is it. The portfolio size, this is the portfolio size. As you can see, I try to edit this one when I'm trying to, let me see, I'm trying to share a portfolio for the first time, or you're trying to post a work for a first time. This is what it's going to look like. Okay, so let me just open this. So this is the Figma file. As you can see, I've designed all this. So as you can see, there's this Behance section. This is the low fidelity wireframe. This is the high fidelity wireframe. And if you come here, you're going to see the Behance page I created. And to create page is very easy. If you actually designed all this in separate pages, it's that's wrong. So you need to design them in frame. You can create, as you can see, like you can see this is the file. You can see this one. This is the section. This is the section. You can see each section. This is your own design, and you can see the thumbnail I was talking about. This thumbnail size. This is the thumbnail size. You can see this is thumbnail size. You design a separate thumbnail, and if you go out, like you can see, this is what thumbnail is going to look like. And thumbnail display, you can, this is thumbnail display. This is not necessary. I'm sure you ignore this most of the time, so you actually work with portfolio size and thumbnail size. Okay, so this is the thumbnail. Thumbnail is I'm sure that one is simple. It's easy for you to understand. So for you to do this portfolio, you can break them into section. Let me say, for example, I can create a new frame. So I create a new frame. So this frame, this is, I can just, you can just select your frame tool and create the size. Just create any size, random size, then put in the width of that portfolio, so it's going to rhyme with it. So as you can see, this is the size. You can see 1,000, this and this. So you can see width is this, and you can go ahead and start designing on this. Okay, you can start designing on this, and you can, yeah, you can increase the height if you want. You can increase the height, like you can increase the height if you want. Let me say, for example, you can increase the height, and you can have one long portfolio. Okay, but when I prefer you break it down into section. Like you break it down into section, it's much better when you break it down into section, because when you break it down into section, people's but like when they're actually trying to view certain elements, they'll be able to view those certain elements. Let me say, for example, I'm reading this case study, and I want to and I can't read this very clearly, and I want to see it very well. If I tap on, as you can see this plus icon, this block, that is the zoom in. If I click on it, it's going to zoom in, and you can see it clearly. Okay, same applies to other section. As you can see, same applies to other section. Okay, so I think for the low fidelity wireframe section, it's going to be big. Okay, so as you can see, this is big. Okay, so this is because I created them in sections. So creating your design in section is much more better. Okay, so let me say for example I created this section. You can duplicate this section. You can duplicate this frame like 2 or 3 times and paste if you want. Okay, so you can paste this if you want and rearrange according to the way you want to post them on Behance. Okay, so let me just design something. So like I said, I've done this already. So I'll just call this one and increase this to 100. Okay, so I'm just trying to show you this or like a sample. Okay, so just going to put these numbers here. Okay, so 5. Okay, this is going to be 5. Then this will be okay. So I'm just trying to show you sample of what it's going to look like. Yeah, when you're actually doing it yourself. Okay, so to one. So yeah, we have 5 different frames. Let's say these are the frames that you're trying to upload to Figma. Sorry, to Behance, and you designed them on Figma. This is the frames. Like you can see them. Let's say as you can see on my own frame, we take note on my own frame. Like I give them a title, project title, go title. This is just on Figma because I want to understand what I'm actually doing or what I'm actually presenting. Okay, and from there I can go ahead and export it. Okay, export it, and let me say for example, let's just do that. Let's say for example this is the design. I've done all my design. I've added them into the sections, and I can export them. You come to the export section and you can increase the size. I advise that you increase the size from x1 to x2 or x3. So I'm going to make use of x2. So I want it to be very clear because that x has to do with it means the image is going to be clear, much more clear. Okay, like if you view this one for example, now you notice that it's very clear, sharp. The image is very sharp, and if you check other portfolios you see that it's very sharp. Okay, you can see very sharp. This one is a little bit blur, but it's sharp. As you can see, it's sharp. And few others, I think this one will be blur. Okay, it's okay. You can see this one is somehow blur. So that's just how it is. You have to make sure that you use better resolution. You see, increase it. Then from there you export. Okay, so right now it's exporting, and I'm exporting in PNG. So I'm exporting in PNG. So okay, so I've my system Figma. I've deleted the file, so I can go ahead and export this. So if I do that, I'll come to Behance and click on share my work. You click on share my work. It's going to create a new file for you to upload them. So I'm just going to export this on my second screen. So I'll just do that on my second screen. Okay, export. Okay, so I've done this. I've exported it on my second screen, so I can go ahead and upload this work here. So I'll just click on image, and once you click on image, you can see this is the folder. I know you know. I'm sure you know how to do that. You can just highlight every single thing. If it's arranged, you can highlight them, or if you prefer to select them individually. For example, you can select individually, and it's going to upload, as you can see. And if you go down to the edge of this file, you'll be able to insert new files. Like click on insert media again, then you can insert frame 2, or you can just select them all, and it's going to paste accordingly. Okay, 1 2 3, and if it doesn't paste accordingly, you can go ahead and move one frame above another frame. Okay, you can go ahead and move one frame to another frame. And as you can see, this is 1 2 3 4 5. You can see, let's say this is your work, and if you notice there is a space between this and this. There's a space between this and this. In order for you to see the space, I can just click on this edit section right here on the right hand corner, and I'll just change my background color so you see what the spacing actually looks like. Then I'm going to save this. So you can see this is the spacing I'm talking about. There's a spacing between this. So if you want to close this gap, it's very easy. I think on one of my work, okay, if you want to close this gap, it's very easy. You come to, because I know most people actually face this issue. That's why they actually try to just that's why they design longer sections. Like instead of having frame, instead of breaking each sections, they just combine them into one long frame, because they want it to be to be so they will compress or remove or ignore this space here. So instead of you getting confused on how to do that, the best way for you to do that is to click on this styles. Once you click on this styles, you're going to see content spacing. Drag content spacing down to 0, or you can change it right here in this section in to 0. I can increase my font. Let me zoom in, so in case you are not seeing that clearly, you change this to 0 and you click on save. As you can see, there is no spacing again, so no spacing again. I'm going to do that. You can see no spacing. They're all joined together, as you can see. And if you want there should be spacing, you can go ahead and increase the spacing if you want, but most of the time we close the content spacing, because when we actually designing, we already have spacing in our designs, so we want to ignore that. Okay, so the next thing, forget about this border, this border by the left and right. Forget about it. It's still going to work well. Okay, so if you come to settings, this way you can actually go ahead and upload your thumbnails. Okay, your thumbnails this is the thumbnail you designed, and don't forget the thumbnail size is different. You create your thumbnail size and you click on edit cover and you upload your thumbnail size. And once you're done, you click on crop and it's going to crop, and you can give your project a title, add the project tags, select the tool, and you publish. And once you publish, you are going to see your design. Okay, I think I'm going to save this as draft so I can present this to you, just to show you how it looks like. So if I click on view a preview, you're going to see what's actually going to look like if you're actually viewing this file on Behance. So as you can see, this is what's going to look like. You can see there is no space. As you can see, once you're on a different section, you are going to see the stuff that says more like this, save permalink. So you can see this is a new section showing there again. This is a new section showing there again, and if you want to view this section, you can tap on it and it's going to become big. Okay, so that's how you can go ahead and present your design on Behance. Yeah, I hope I actually solve your problem. And if I ignore your problem, you can just try and tell me what you want me to do. Just you can explain further if I did not solve your problem. Okay, so that's pretty much it on how to go ahead and present your Figma design on Behance. So that's pretty much it. So you just break your sections and design every single thing you want on Figma. So as you can see right here, prevent everything you want on Figma and you upload. Yeah, so that's pretty much it.